I'm up here in the high Sierras. It's early afternoon. I got a little breeze kicking up. I've been fast trolling this morning. Of course, I'm in a pedal powered Hobie kayak, so I'm looking to slow down a little bit. I got surface chop. The trout are very active, and I'm putting on a lure that I control slow, but that has a ton of action. And it's a lure that a lot of guys overlook these days. And I'm talking about the little F5 flatfish. This one's gold. I'm going to run this one down, about 12 feet or so. That's one rod. And then on my other rod, I have the same lure. Again, an F5 flatfish. But I just have the pure chrome version. And this one I'm going to run down, 6 or 8 feet. So put these in the water. We're going to troll these right at about 1 mile an hour, and we'll see if this old school lure can still produce trout in 2019. I already know the answer to that. They can produce a lot of trout, a lot of vibration, a lot of flash, and the trout, particularly the rainbows, they really dig them. So let's get these in the water and see what we can do. Well, wouldn't you know it, my GoPro conked out. But there you go. Flatfish getting it done. Works just as good today as it ever did. Anyhow. Fish on. Fish on the MagLip. Right. Put on that silver and orange MagLip. I had it on maybe 2 minutes. Fish on. Thing has got great action. Of course, it's got that skip beat action. But I was trolling along at 1.8, and that was the 2.5 inch MagLip in an orange and silver pattern. Lots of flash, lots of vibration. Up here in the high Sierras, I got water that's about 44 degrees, so I wanted something I didn't have to troll super fast, but something that would put out a lot of flash, a lot of vibration, and can I say it worked? MagLip seldom fails. You know, I used to really love flatfish, and I still do, but honestly, the MagLip is a lot more versatile. You can run it at higher speeds. It's just a much more versatile lure. Wow, that fish is putting up a fight now. There we go. Always working in reverse when I hook a fish on that side of the boat. The MagLip. Right there. We will get this guy. Performance, economy, and rugged dependability. That's what my 7-foot 6-inch trout and salmon rods are all about. To get yours, go to the Fish Hunt Shoot Productions store at fishhuntshootproductions.com. Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. Well, I got a long distance viewer question today. This comes from Mark Cohasset in New York State. He's way over there. I'm way over here. Anyway, he told me that he has a whole bunch of flatfish, actually some flatfish that belong to his grandfather. He's heard me talking about the MagLip on the channel, and he wants to know what's the difference and should he buy some MagLips. So let me show you the lures we're talking about here. Here's a flatfish. Here's a MagLip. Now in the beginning of this video, you saw me catch fish on both lures. Man, I gotta tell you, I am a longtime fan of the flatfish, but I've become a huge fan of the MagLip. And you can see they're similar, but they're not identical. So here's the difference, all right? Your flatfish is definitely, you fish these a lot, Mark. It is a slow speed lure. You are going to get tremendous action out of a lure like this at 1 to 1.2 miles an hour, all the way down to a half a mile an hour. You're going to get tremendous action out of a flatfish. But if you try to fish it faster, it's just going to start blowing out and going crazy. Not very effective for fast trolling, but highly effective for slow trolling. Now the MagLip, in terms of speed, it works at low speeds, but it also works at high speeds. So in terms of speed, it's much more versatile. Now, The flatfish here, it has a steady action. Action doesn't vary much. If you troll this at 1 mile an hour, you're gonna have a very steady, hard, shaking action. The MagLip's a little different. It has a skip beat action. It'll work and it'll kick out. It'll work and it'll kick out. And it'll work and it'll kick out. Theory is that when it kicks out, triggers extra strikes. May or may not be true. I've never talked to a fish, but I can tell you, I've caught a lot of fish on MagLips over the last year or so, but I've always caught a lot of fish on flatfish. So I would say in terms of speed, MagLip, getting confused, MagLip, much more versatile. It works at a wider range of speeds. The flatfish, absolutely deadly. At slow speeds, you're not going to do any work with it at fast speeds. It's just not going to work for you. The final thing to consider, and this may or may not be important to you, it may be a drawback in certain situations. Your flatfish doesn't really dive. If you top line it, it's going to be down a foot or so. If you run it off a downrigger, it's going to track very true to the depth you're dropping it down. The MagLip, like this MagLip 3.0 here, it's going to dive. If you put this 100 feet back at 2 miles an hour on 8-pound test, it's going to dive about 10 feet deep. Now, if you want to get down into that part of the water column, that may be great. If you want to troll right under the surface, you're not going to troll this under the surface. It's going to dive. Whereas traditional flatfish, you can fish this a foot or two deep. If you're fishing a MagLip off a downrigger and you're fishing anywhere near the bottom, you've got to factor that into your presentation. Let's say we're fishing in 22 feet of water and we drop our downrigger ball down to 20 feet. You're going to be dredging the bottom with this because it's going to dive, not a flatfish. If you drop your downrigger down to 20 feet in 22 feet of water, this plug's going to work right above the bottom because it just doesn't dive. So those are kind of my takeaways on the two lures. Kind of a final wild card in this kind of mix of information here is casting ability. That may or may not be important to you. If you want to cast these from a lake, I got to once again give the edge to the MagLip, sort of. It's got more weight. You can cast it further. That may not be all that great if you're casting into deep water and bringing it back into shallow water, and now you've cranked this thing down to 6, 8, 10 feet deep, and all of a sudden it's banging off of wood and weeds and rocks as you approach shore. But you are definitely going to be able to cast it better than you're going to be able to cast the flatfish. Both lures work very well in streams. Again, though, MagLip's going to dive. That might be good in a deep stream, might not be so hot in a shallow stream. Your flatfish in a stream, it's going to want to work just under the surface, and you can vary the depth of this in a stream fishing situation by adding split shot to your leaders, say, I don't know, 16, 20 inches above the flatfish. So the choice is yours. You know, if you got a bunch of flatfish, I don't know you need to break the bank and go out and buy 27 MagLips, but I would encourage you to get 3 or 4 MagLips and integrate them into the spreads you're already running. You know, get a couple bright ones, get a couple metallic kind of bait fish ones, test them out, see how you like them. I think they run $6, $7. 3 or 4 MagLips, man, it's not gonna bust your wallet. But I think when you fish them side by side, you're gonna reach the same conclusion I have. The MagLip in most situations is just a lot more versatile than a flatfish. I hope that helps you, Mark. I'm jumping for now. I want to thank all you guys for supporting the channel, and please take a minute to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you're looking for trout gear, go on to the Fish Hunt Shoot Productions website and check out my store. You see all the gear I use here on the channel. Quality gear at a very fair price, and it sounds like there's some motorcycles coming along. So I'm going to jump. I'm Kel Kellogg. You have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time right here on YouTube. Thanks a lot for all the support, guys. I'll be back real soon.